Hello and welcome to a time special presentation for Thirukkural with the Times, where we explore real-world lessons from the classic Tamil text Thirukkural with motivational speaker, author and diversity champion Bharathi Baskar as she explores the masterpiece. To truly listen is to be present, not glancing at your phone, not preparing a reply, but giving undivided attention. It's not passive. It's participation through presence. When the mind feels understood, the limbic system settles, neural pathways rewire, and a person begins to heal. What did Valluvar have to say about listening, and why was he exasperated about the subject?
In a world where everyone wants to speak, the greatest rarity is someone who truly listens. The art of listening, quiet, humble, generous, is fast becoming an endangered virtue. It was this neglect that made even the gentle Thiruvalluvar sound exasperated. In one of his rare moments of harshness, he says in Kural 420, Seviyir Suvayunara, Vaayunarvin Maakkal, Aviyinum, Vaazhinum. How does it matter whether those people live or die if they judge taste by the mouth and not by the ear? Valluvar, who usually guides with quiet reasoning, seems almost to lose patience here. He is not mocking the act of eating, but scorning those who believe that every good thing must be taken in through the mouth. The gourmets who know flavors but not meanings, who can taste food but not words. The chapter on listening in Thirukkural, Kelvi, is one of its most luminous. It celebrates the ear as a true gateway to wisdom. But this particular couplet extends the idea from learning to living, reminding us that listening is not just about knowledge, it's about kindness, patience, and presence. In our homes, offices, and social circles, haven't we all met the Mr. or Miss I know it all? They interrupt advice and finish other people's sentences. Some bosses cannot listen to a subordinate for even 30 seconds. They judge, joke, or repeat the same advice that teams have heard 100 times. The employee leaves the room unheard and eventually leaves the organization. At home, parents often complain that their children dislike advice. The irony? They advise too much and listen too little. Listening, after all, is one of the purest acts of love a person can offer another. To truly listen is to be present, not glancing at your phone, not preparing a reply, but offering undivided attention. Neuroscience explains why this matters. When we pour our hearts out and someone listens with empathy, the amygdala, the small almond-shaped structure in the brain that manages fear and anxiety, cools down. Scientists call this limbic resonance, the moment when two human brains emotionally connect. When the mind feels understood, the limbic system settles. Neural pathways rewire and a person begins to heal. Attention, not advice, soothes the human heart. The Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist Viktor Frankl knew this truth. In his book, Man's Search for Meaning, he recounts an incident from his post-war practice. One night, a woman called him, calm yet despairing, to say she was about to end her life. Frankl stayed on the phone, gently talking to her through the night. She promised she would not take her life and kept her word. Later, when they met, he asked which of his reasons had persuaded her to live. None, she said. It was because you were willing to listen to me, even in the middle of the night. For her, a world where someone could listen was still a world worth living in. Yet we are all guilty of pretending to listen, isn't it? We nod while our minds wander. But silence without attention is indifference. True listening is not passive, it is participation through presence. Great leaders understand this. In important conversations, they follow the 80-20 rule. Listen 80%, speak 20%. Management thinkers ask the leaders to be trampoline bosses and not sponge bosses. Good listener should not be a sponge that merely absorbs, but a trampoline that gives a little bounce and makes the person taller than what he actually is. At home, when a child narrates what happened at school and a parent listens with half an ear while scrolling a phone, the child gradually stops sharing. When a spouse complains about a tiring day, they don't seek a solution, they only want somebody to listen. When we listen, we tell another human being without words, "You matter to me." Thiruvalluvar's verse is not just an admonition, it is an invitation to fill our ears before we fill our stomachs. For in every conversation, the listener gains more than the speaker. The one who listens learns not only about others, but about the vastness within themselves.